Hey guys, it's Keith from the Cards of Dogtown coming to you from deep in the hills of southern West Virginia. Figured I'd hop on here and show you some pickups I've gotten recently and show you the stuff we picked up in Strongsville, which was a blast, by the way. So let's get started. Starting us off is these two. Today's All-Stars by Dell. Picked them both up in the middle of March at Stadium Cards and Comics in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We go up for a baseball draft every year, and he's had these for at least 2 or 3 years there, and I've looked at them a couple times and finally decided, yeah, at $10 a pop, why not? All the cards look to be in pretty good shape in both sections, or excuse me, in both books. So I'm debating on whether to take one of these, pull the cards out, add them to my collection like that, or send them off for grading. I think these look pretty good in a SGC slab. And as a bonus, one of the books contained a sheet of the 69 baseball stars. This was one of the National League sheets. As you can see, it's just literally, it's a sheet of paper on there. So I don't think I'm going to take these apart and send these in. But that was a pretty cool find. All this together for 20 bucks. I could not pass that deal up. I also picked up a few cards for my Giancarlo Stanton run. First is the 2018 Update Series Gold. Then we have the 2019. The 2022. The 2023. And the 2026. It's arguable, but I believe that this man is a Hall of Famer, and while probably not a first ballot, I don't figure there'll be too many more ballots that he's on before he gets inducted. Shortly after we learned of the passing of our collecting brother, Reverend Steve, Eddie from Eddie's Cardboard Chaos ran an auction on our Discord channel for this 1971 Manny Sanguillen autograph. I was fortunate enough to win that auction. Eddie donated all the proceeds for this to help out Reverend Steve's family. And while at Strongsville this year, Jeff from A Fine Card Collector passed out this beauty along with Brent Richards and himself. They put together this card and this flip in honor of Reverend Steve. I am proud to have both of these pieces in my collection, and they will be displayed prominently. Eddie also threw in some more goodies in the package. First off, we have his personal art card with the inscription, Rev Steve, R.I.P., and a Bible verse on the back. Some modern cards. There's a Jazz Chisholm Allen Ginther Mini, a Garrett Cole, another Jazz in the 2026 Topps Holiday, Luke Weaver, Oswaldo Cabrera, a Cody Bellinger Stadium Club, more 2026 Topps Holiday Will Warren, 2026 Topps Ben Rice, 2025 Ben Rice rookie card, 2025 Stadium Club Ben Rice rookie card, and the 1988 throwback version of Derek Jeter. He also included a few autographs. This is a Fritz Peterson on a business card that he was using to promote his book When the Yankees Were on the Fritz. I have not got a chance to read that, but I'll definitely put that one on my list. There it was, an autographed Sam Militello, an autographed Joel Skinner, Nick Nelson, and a Charlie Silvera on the 54 Topps reprints. Eddie, I greatly appreciate it, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I also got a few gifts for my birthday from my collecting brother, Billy at Phil Negro Fan 35. At the Strongsville show, he picked up this 47 to 64 exhibits. You can tell the card was well loved, as this gentleman wanted to make sure everyone knew where Phil played and his position. He also picked up for me this 1959 Norm Seaburn and the 1958 Art Detmar for my team runs. This Red Man 1953 Gene Woodling, and the 1951 card of the old professor himself. Obviously, these don't have the tabs on the bottom, but they're in pretty good shape otherwise. Thank you so much, Billy. I really, really appreciate it. Now, some Strongsville pickups. First of all, we got a gift from my buddy Rob at Cash Cards. He had a little care package put together. It has the 1967 Series 2 checklist marked, but the man, Mickey Mantle, up in the upper left-hand corner. He picked up this 75 Topps Thurman Munson for me. A Bowman rookie card of our friend and Gale's Trevor Hoffman. A little bit of an inside joke there, but really, really appreciate it. And he got me this autographed card of Ken Griffey Sr. Said he couldn't stand to look at him in a Yankees uniform anymore, so he found the perfect person to give it to you. Thanks, Rob. I greatly appreciate it. Mike from J. Alker Cards gifted me this hideous Don Mattingly 3D. Were these probably not the worst cards, I use that in quotes, that you've ever seen? Not sure if Don has a little gastric distress there, or if that's just his normal everyday face. But I do love it, Mike. Thank you so much. Now let's get into some of the Strongsville pickups. On Thursday night at the little impromptu gathering in the lobby of the Embassy Suites, JT from JT's Vintage Card Room was selling a few cards off, and I picked up this 1964 Elston Howard stand-up. Got a really good price on it, so thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. I picked up some cards for my team set run. Here is the 64 Young Aces with Al Downing and Jim Bouton. This card is in really good shape, so I could not let that bad boy sit in the bin any longer. A 1964 Tony Kubek. Pretty good shape, but not nearly the shape that the Young Aces card is in. Picked up this 1953 Bowman Jim Brideweiser. I'm sorry, Mr. Brideweiser, but I have never heard of you in my entire life, but you need it added to the run. So there you go. Some 62s. A Bobby Richardson. The Hot Corner Guardians with Billy Williams and Cleet Boyer, called Cletus at this time. I think I'd go with Cleet if I were Cletus. The Whitey Ford World Series card commemorating him breaking Babe Ruth's record of scoreless innings in a World Series. His regular issue 62. This almost completes my run. I had my eye on a couple of the 51 Bowmans there, but of course, by the time I walked around the show and came back, they were gone. So shuffle your feet, lose your seat. My friend Scotty got this in the pack that we all received on trade night from Leighton Sheldon and Just Collect, and he graciously gave it to me, the 62 team card. I picked up this little gem on the first day of the show. It is a 1950 Bowman of the old professor himself, Casey Stengel. I also snagged this 1951 Redback of Yogi Berra. Back's a little bit off center, but not by much. It's a pretty good looking card here. I picked up this Gowdy 4-in-1 with Hall of Famer Red Rolfe and Dixie Walker at the bottom. This is the variation picture 9, card E. I also came across an issue that I really didn't know there were Yankees in until recently. This is the 1963 Cons of Cleet Boyer. I believe there were only 3 Yankees in the set, and I had my eye on a Bob Turley, but did the same thing. Walked away and left it there, and it was snatched up pretty quickly. And just like my friend Keith from the Lonely Basement, we were both eyeballing this 1954 Red Heart of Billy Martin in an SGC5. Apparently Keith did the same thing I did, walked away, looked for other ones, and I swooped in and snatched this bad boy up. Sorry about that, my friend. I also picked up this nice 1969 Mantle, if it'll decide to. There you go. And a 1.5. As you can see there, the front of this card is very nice. A little bit of a diamond cut, but not too much. The back, extremely faded. I guess someone left this bad boy out in the sun for a while. Corners aren't terrible, so I couldn't pass that bad boy up either. Now, at Vintage Trade Night, held by the 4 collectors, which was a great time. Thank you, gentlemen. I strolled past Jake's from Legend Never Die table and spotted these little bad boys out of the corner of my eye. They are the 1967 Venezuelans of Al Downing and Mel Stottlemyre. As expected, the Al Downing, the back of it, you can tell where it was glued into the album, but the Stottlemyre appears to not have suffered that fate. Nice back on this thing. All in all, I was pretty satisfied with my haul. Didn't spend a lot of money up there, but I had no intentions of going up there and breaking the entire bank. Had an amazing time hanging out with all you guys there. If anyone was ever thinking about coming to Strongsville, do it. You'll have the time of your life. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the cards that I picked up. Again, if you're thinking about going to Strongsville and you've never been before, make sure you get there at least once. It is a blast. We had a lot of fun every night. Some of us had a little bit more fun than others, which is a different story. If you see us in the back of the Mustang next year, swing by and take a sample of what we got there. Again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon.